The man was so shocked he nearly dropped his jaw while browsing a procurement site. They had just landed a massive government contract: 360,000 SVD sniper rifles, 1,084,000 GP-30 grenades, 45,000 Sokoto missiles, and 100 million rounds of AK-47 ammo. Most of the weapons were way out of their reach, but the 100 million rounds of AK bullets seemed doable. So he and his partner Efraim attended a defense tech expo, hoping to find a supplier. But after circling the entire floor, they realized no one could handle the logistics of such a huge order. Frustrated, David wandered into a casino where he unexpectedly met Henry, a legend in the arms world, blacklisted by the US for doing business with both the military and their enemies. Henry told them that Albania had a massive stockpile of bullets, each round costing just 10 cents, and he could handle the shipping. The two immediately flew to Albania to check it out. When they got to the warehouse, they were stunned. It had everything from planes to tanks. The manager showed them the goods: 126 million AK rounds, perfectly preserved even after 40 years. Back in the US, they forged 3 years' worth of financial records and listed the purchase price at $300 million. Shockingly, the Department of Defense barely looked at the documents and quickly awarded them the contract. Just as David was celebrating, Efraim began to feel suspicious. He asked why they'd won. A government official straight up told them it was because their price was $53 million lower than the next bid. That $53 million gap was wild, especially considering their profit margin was only $12 million. Efraim was nearly losing it. David flew back to Albania alone to oversee the shipment, only to run into a major issue. The bullets weren't Soviet-made like they had assumed. They were actually Chinese military surplus, complete with Chinese writing on the casings. There was no way the US military would accept that. They called Henry, but he shrugged it off, saying he just promised bullets, not origin compliance. It was too late to find a new supplier, so their only option was to repackage the ammo. That afternoon, they hired the largest packaging company in Albania to switch out the steel crates and wooden boxes for plastic bags. This not only hid the bullet's origin, but also reduced the overall weight. The company only charged $100,000 for the job. The two pretended to haggle, but agreed instantly. Lighter weight meant lower costs, and they ended up saving $3 million on shipping. But things took a dark turn. Back home, Efraim discovered that Henry had bought the bullets for just 2.5 cents each and sold them at 10 cents, pocketing millions. Furious and feeling cheated, Efraim tried to cut Henry out by negotiating directly with the Albanian supplier. Then one night, while David was asleep, he was suddenly kidnapped by masked men and dragged to an abandoned warehouse.